It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And welcome back to the failing of my speaking.
Oh, it's the most notable whiskeys of 2020 as chosen by us. And this is day 5.
There you go. I like it. I like it. We'll just go ahead and leave that in.
And it's my turn.
It is.
To choose.
Pop that barrel.
Oh, goodness. This isn't made for me. Or people my height. Okay, I think I got one. Oh, yes. Parker's Heritage. This is the Heavy Char Bourbon.
The Heavy Char Bourbon.
Very excited.
Let me go grab it. Okay, as you can see, this is a media sample. We're looking for a bottle still.
We have our eyes peeled, which sounds gross.
We missed one opportunity. We're hoping that there's more opportunities. We do want to buy a bottle because when we tried it, it was that good. Let's see if it's still that good, Sarah.
I don't know. This one, I get nervous about me pouring when it comes to these very limited samples because I sometimes get too excited in.
You gave yourself a nice little pour.
I did give myself a nice little pour.
That's okay. This is all we have left in the world. This is a 10-year-old, 120 proof. This is the 14th edition of Parker's Heritage collection, and this is the Heavy Char. So they did the Heavy Char Rye. This is the Heavy Char Bourbon.
Which the Heavy
Rye
Char
was last year.
Oh, that one was one of my favorite. I mean, it was so good.
We were lucky enough to get a bottle of that last year. It did well. It was kind of battling against the Master's Keep, the Cornerstone Rye of last year. I think it definitely pulled ahead for you. I was more on the fence, but I think we
were split. Well, I also think it depends on the day, because when we go back and visit those, I could go either way.
True.
So, but that Heavy Char Rye.
Oh, that Heavy Char Rye, though. Ooh.
Just like a nice, toasty warmth.
Just a walk in the park. There's a citrus in there. There's a brightness.
Like a lemon zest.
Which is cool for something that is heavily charred, right? This is like a char number 5, they say.
Sure, which you think you get char on the nose, but it isn't. It's cool, like you said, to get that little bit of citrus zest.
Yeah.
Counterbalancing.
Special barrels made at Kelvin Cooperage, I believe, specifically for this release and last year's release of the rye. Okay.
Oh, that is chewy. The color on this is beautiful too.
Oh. There was one of these days. One of these days, Sarah. I don't remember. We said, I think it might have been the WLW, where you'd said, what is it specifically about a WLW that makes it so remarkable? And the answer was, I don't know. It has a certain, I don't know what. Yeah. And I feel that with this. Yes, you pick it apart and all the things are exceptional. It's got a great mouthfeel.
But how do you
Great palate. Great finish, but this one has that certain I don't know what that just makes it, when I say an LE tastes like an LE, or something that's not, and I say it's LE tasting, it just has an exceptionality that just jumps through the glass.
And I think this is one of the reasons why bourbon tasting, whiskey tasting is so subjective. Obviously, we're all going to experience things differently, but I think there's something in here that is tied to a bit of nostalgia where it just makes you feel warm and safe and taken care of, looked after. I don't know, just cuddled,
swaddled.
Yeah,
swaddled in bourbon.
Yeah, it just feels right, and I don't know that you can put a label on that.
Man, what a finish, though.
I thought about taking a sip of water, and I was like, no.
And I thought about going back to it, but I'm like, no, it's still
going.
Working. 120 proof? Man, this is kicking for 120 proof.
I'm ready.
But in such a good way. We should also say that since this is Parker's Heritage, there's a percentage of all sales go to the ALS Association because that is how Parker Beam passed away. So that's good.
That is another feel-good part of this.
Because it's not cheap, but at least part of it is going to the ALS Association.
Yes, yeah. It's a little buttery, a little creamy. But I think this one really shines in the finish department.
You know what else also really shines? WhiskyAmbitions.com. It's our home on the internet. It's where you can get the Glencairns that we're drinking from, the water glasses that we drink from, our rocks glasses, maybe Copitas, I don't know. Shirts like I'm wearing, and hoodies, and so much more at WhiskyAmbitions.com.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our community and conversation for as little as $1 a month. Months outside of this month, you get exclusive patron-only podcasts and after the episode exclusives, but we're doing episodes every day, so you get that instead this month. However,
every day.
Go check it out.
Every day.
Every day. All day.
But I agree with you. The thing that you said before the sales pitch.
But it really shines on the finish.
Yeah, it really shines on the finish.
I mean, it is delicious, but I think this one gets, like, the standing ovation is on the finish here.
I mean, yes, every part of it's good. I love the palate. Oh.
It's dreamy.
But yes, the finish lasts so long.
Does.
So long.
And yet I also keep wanting to taste it again.
Yeah, but I don't want to miss any part of the finish because it really... I think it's the longest on the first sip, second sip, you know.
Sure.
But
it just goes on and on. And there's a really nice wood notes. I mean, which I think you expect from the heavy char. But it is pleasant. It's not... I think heavy char might make people feel like it's going to be overly oaky or smoky, and it's not. It just has, I think, really good woody flavor.
Sarah, what was that topping that you made for your little ramekin things?
The sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.
It's like a caramel bourbon sauce.
Second sip, finish, let it set in. I got memories of that.
That's the holiday dessert. Spoilers.
Yeah. Built some anticipation.
Yeah,
but no, I got that. I got that like dessert. I also kind of in like a bourbon butterscotch pie. You know.
Also something I make.
Yeah, kind of get that just fluffy. You also kind of feel like the mouthfeel kind of feels like the meringue. I feel like I'm really waxing poetically on this and just.
You are.
I'm all in on it, but...
So those are the reasons why you would say this is a most notable and why this belongs in our contention.
Yes.
I would agree with that.
All those things.
The finish on this is like... my mind, though, is like...
what other noises and gestures?
I really like it, okay. And I'm interested to see... Well, it's pretty good, yeah. I'm interested to see how it fares against others. So.
Agreed.
And we shall. We will roll on with this tomorrow. So this is the part where we say, if you haven't subscribed to us already, we would love to have you. You can click right up here. There's suggestions of other videos right down here. We hope you see it over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Shed.
All right. Until tomorrow, we'll see you then. Drink more bourbon.